Nimrud was, as one of the capitals of the Assyrian Empire, an amazing capital city. Its palaces and temples are fairly well known, thanks to the efforts of generations of archaeologists, Iraqi, British, American. When Islamic State, when captured northern Iraq, they didn't immediately turn to conducting intentional destructions at the site. We call these performative deliberate destructions, where they carry out these propagandistic destructions. But eventually in 2015, they packed the Northwest Palace with explosives. In the video, they start off by showing the destruction of sculptures with sledgehammers and jackhammers, but then they detonated the explosives and filmed it after giving speeches in the palace as to why it was not a legitimate part of Iraqi identity. Islamic State, and then in 2016, did another one of their performative deliberate destructions in an important temple at the site, the Nabu Temple, or what was known in antiquity as the Azida, and destroyed that extremely important temple complex. And then more recently, my project, the American Schools of Oriental Research Cultural Heritage Initiatives, in monitoring the site, the last couple of months we noticed that the Islamic State had bulldozed away the larger part of the site's ziggurat. Is a stepped temple complex. This was an enormous stepped pyramid-like structure that was adjoined to a temple. The damage at Nimrud has been extensive. With the Northwest Palace, the Azida Temple, and the ziggurat, we're easily looking at many, many years to reconstruct those monuments, to put them back to the way they were prior to the conflict. Obviously, a lot of scientific data is irrevocably lost at this point. We will do our best to try to reconstruct those monuments and to restore tourism to northern Iraq. But again, it's going to take a lot of time, and it's a matter of priorities. Nimrud, obviously, is a high priority, but there are many other higher priorities in northern Iraq.